Hi, big fan by the way. Ladies and all gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zeno, and it has been another roughly 60 days since we've started playing Wuthering Waves, and so it's time for another progress report video, and it's time to... just standing ovation, oh my god. No, you're beautiful. And I figured it's time to sit down now and have another chat. So let's just, I've got a few things obviously to cover. This video is just a sit down casual video where I just go over my last 30 days from Wuthering Waves and give you an update. I did rewatch the last video. There'll be a link in the description down below if you'd like to see what my first 30 days were like. And this is going to be my next 30 days essentially. And the way I determine that is essentially when the 30-day month subscription, the Lunite Pass thing runs out. That's essentially been exactly 30 days. So that's really exciting. But I will have this video split up into YouTube chapters for as much as I can. So if you're interested in just certain things like certain character builds or just certain different things that I've accomplished, you can look at that in the description. Obviously, also, before we get too far into the video, thank you again for all the support. Sorry I haven't made too many videos in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. But yeah, remember just guys, if you guys like these casual sit-down chat videos, and if you just like what I do here on YouTube, remember to hit the like button so YouTube knows the video doesn't like totally suck. And subscribe if you're new. I do upload every sometimes. Maybe you can become a member of the channel now as well. It's only like $2 a month. And yeah, I've also started live streaming. So I'll get to that slowly over the next couple of weeks as well. But let's just head over to the game and let's just take a look at everything. So yeah, it's been another 30 days. And so my account has obviously grown. Things have obviously changed, especially even from the last video. I've written down some of the feedback and things that you guys told me in the last video as well, just in regards to like what to do. Let me just turn the video game down a little bit. And yeah, and I also there'll be a clip somewhere in this video of me trying to complete the latest Tower of Adversity. I couldn't get the full clear because I just don't have enough, I physically do not have enough characters, but I got further than I thought I would, but I'm really not surprised. Also in one retrospect with like how powerful some of my characters are. My character builds for Carlotta and Phoebe are a lot stronger, a lot stronger. They're actually very strong. And I will do an updated Phoebe video in the coming days as well. As well as I want to do a video for maybe Changli and Brant, another Before You Summons, very casual edition. I don't know. If I can do one, I will, if I feel like I have enough information, but that's for future stuff. So last month, we were accounts like level 52 or whatever it is. So we are now your Union level 52. We are now Union level 63, which is great because it means all my characters get to go up to level 90. So that's really nice. Although I haven't put Verina and Spectro Rover to 90 because I just don't really want to. I don't feel like I need to either, especially because they're more support style characters. So we'll go over character builds and stuff in a minute. But I also just want to ask you guys, like I did in the last video, what did you guys do in the last month? Did you complete the new story? Did you complete all the events? Did you do all the fishing event? I'm still not up to that yet, but we'll go over that in the event section. Did you manage to 36 star? No, I'm thinking of a 28 star, whatever it is, or whatever the Tower Adversity is. Did you manage to get all the stars for the first time? I know a couple of people in the last video said that was the first month that they've ever been able to do a full clear of Tower Adversity. We've got a new endgame mode in Wuthering Waves as well, which we'll get to. I haven't actually tried that, so I might make a video on my impressions on that when I get around to it soon, hopefully. And yeah, what have you done in the last month in Wuthering Waves? Have you saved up? Are you summoning for Brant? He's only a few days away. Did you summon for Phoebe? Did you summon for her weapon? Are you going for Changli and her weapon? Like, I'm curious to know what you guys' plans are, because these videos are only once a month. So there's only a couple of them at 12 a year, essentially. So, but the first things first, let's take a look over the characters. Obviously, I summoned for Phoebe. I've already made a first impressions video on Phoebe. As you can see, my Phoebe is extremely well built, actually. With the Spectro Frazzle set, she has a 98.5 crit rate and 287 crit damage, 2200 attack. She's even got some energy regen, and she's also got a very high extra damage thingies. Heavy damage is 38% and liberation is 32%. She's got some skill damage, but skill damage doesn't really matter too much for Phoebe. So 38% heavy attack damage and like 32% liberation. Like, I've gotten really good rolls. Now, I did go for a weapon. I've mentioned this in the live stream. I've mentioned this in a couple of community posts. I personally have been having so much fun with Phoebe the last like 3 weeks or something. So much fun. I absolutely adore her character, and her gameplay is very fun. She's so free to play friendly, even if you don't go for a weapon, which I did discuss in my first impressions video. You can use the fishing weapon from the event that's currently out as of recording, and please go finish that off before it does. I don't think the event weapon is there once the event turns permanent and the limited rewards are gone. I'm pretty sure you don't. But then again, that weapon I'm pretty sure is only for Phoebe. The chance that we're going to get another Spectro catalyst, whatever it is, user again anytime soon, it's very, very unlikely. But I did go for a weapon. Unfortunately, it did cost me 72 pulls, which was not great. So altogether, Phoebe did cost me 141 pulls for the character. I had to double pity essentially, and then 72 pity for 72 pulls for the weapon. So it was like what, 200 and like what, 12 or something, or 13, something like that. It's she cost a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Having to double pity and then basically pity the weapon at the same time, that did really sting a bit, but I'm having so much fun with Phoebe, I don't mind. And because I haven't done the fishing event yet, I still haven't done it. I've started it, okay, I've started it, but I haven't finished it. So I haven't been able to get the free-to-play weapon. So otherwise the last 3 weeks I've been rocking nothing, because I've literally got no other weapon for Phoebe. So I got a weapon. I also got a weapon because I rolled this. Crit attack heavy. I rolled this and I was like, oh God, this is really fucking good. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, and they said it in my community post, they've said it in other videos, go for String Master instead. And I do agree. String Master, Yinlin's weapon, is a much better versatile weapon. It's obviously not as strong for Phoebe as Phoebe's signature weapon, but String Master is a better weapon overall because it just fits on basically any user that uses this weapon type because it's so powerful. However, the only thing for me is I don't know when she's going to come back, because as far as I'm concerned, she's already had a rerun. So the chance of me having Yinlin and her weapon come back on a rerun banner for the third time, like her second rerun, but third appearance, and then me having enough currency to summon for it when there's all these other amazing characters still that I want to summon for. Like my next summon is Changli's weapon. I did want to go for Brant, but I can't anymore, which obviously I've said that in other stuff as well, but I'll get into that at the end of the video, like my summon plans and what I want to do. But yes, String Master is a better option because I can use it on many other people, but that could be literally 3 months away, 6 months away, 2 months away. And by then there could be other characters I want, like, so I went for this weapon. I love Phoebe. Yeah, no, so let's go over the echoes real quick. This is cracked as fuck. I think it is anyway. Like, this is super lucky. Yeah, the crit damage could be higher, but who cares? It's 4 out of 5. Like, this is nuts. This is pretty good. I mean, it's got double crit. It's got skill, liberation, flat attack. I mean, skill damage and flat attack could be better, but like, it's still pretty good. It's got really high crit damage. This has got double crit, ER, liberation heavy. Like, this is really goddamn good. This is attack percent, by the way. I would prefer this to be Spectro damage, but I just haven't got one yet. And honestly, I'm probably not going to get one because I'm going to stop farming for Phoebe pretty much now or soon, because like Changli's around the corner and I need to start finally farming for Changli's echoes. So I don't really care about the difference, but it would be nice to have a Spectro one. If I ever get one in the future, maybe, but again, so that's very good. This is pretty good. Again, low crit damage, but it's also got liberation and skill damage and heavy attack damage. So it's like, you know, it's pretty damn decent. And this is, again, a 4 out of 5 roll with like crit, heavy attack. So like my Phoebe's pretty, from what I would consider pretty cracked. Like, she's pretty nuts. I'm very, very happy with where she's ended up. A 98.5 crit rate with the Spectro Fragile set, 287 crit damage with 38 and 32 on the bonuses. Like, it's very strong, and she's got 64% Spectro damage, I think, for other things anyway, so she could have more, but she's fine. Like, if I never get a single echo for her again, she's fine. So the next character is Verina. She has been slightly upgraded. A lot of you guys did say in the last video to obviously get variation. Guys, I would love to have the variation weapon for Verina. I can't get that without summoning unless it's on a banner or I get it on an off banner. Like, it's not possibly actually physically possible. I want to get it. I will if I ever have a chance to, obviously, but like, I can't. So I did take some of the other suggestions people said, which was this weapon here, the Call of the Abyss. This was like a free weapon you got in like a quest. You did like a quest in Rena Cedar. You go to different like towers and do like little mini dungeons with like some exiled NPCs. It was actually really cool. I really liked that quest line. It was very unique. And the final tower dungeon of that quest is like a giant actual dungeon. And there's heaps of treasure chests hidden around the area and everything. That was a ton of fun. It has a boss battle at the end. And then you can get this weapon. And obviously you can craft more copies of this weapon, which I will craft more, but I'd need more crafting materials. But this has been fantastic for Verina because I was using this before. This is not good at all. What was I using now? I was using this. This is like really bad. It's yeah. So this is a much better upgrade. Her rotation time has increased tenfold now. Her rotation time is just so much lower now. It's so much easier to get her in, click the ult, click the skill, hit the echo, a couple of attacks, and I can usually have a full thingy and swap off for Verina. So this is great. She does more healing with it too. Obviously, I would like to get it up to rank 5, but we'll see. I just need to farm for more stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Verina, otherwise, I haven't really done too much more. She's got more attack now as well. I have upgraded. Actually, I'll show you Phoebe's. She is 9, 10, 9. I will get her up to 10. I've got enough Juwei's thingies. I just need to use some more stamina or battery or whatever it's called. Wave plates, and I will get these, and she'll be 10, 10, 10. I'm not going to do this anything past intro and normal because I don't think it's worth it. I haven't really touched much of Verina. She's still 666, and I haven't got these. I would like to get this, but I just do not have the spare bonus mats, weekly boss mats. They're just going to Phoebe and Carlotta and Changli. So, but other than that, she hasn't changed too much. She's just got a bunch of energy recharge, a little bit higher attack than last time, and a bunch of HP. She does her roll fine. She's not even level 90 either. Spectro Rover was another big one that I discussed in my Phoebe video as well, purely because I needed, obviously, someone for Phoebe for another Spectro Fragile applier, and she's the only other character in the game. When I do my Phoebe video, I will probably talk a little bit more in depth about that, but yeah, no, a lot of people did say use Spectro Rover, so I put her up to level 80, gave her a bunch of energy regen, a little bit of crit, a little bit of attack. She's not very well built at all. If I have to, I will swap her over to the Emerald of Genesis weapon. Otherwise, yeah, she's just rocking a simple Moonlit set. It's not leveled up. Like, the level 20, level 15 pieces. They're not leveled up. So, and I haven't done any basics. Everything's like level 5. And I unlocked this, but I haven't even unlocked this. Because again, I do not have enough boss mats, weekly boss mats. So, and honestly, I'm not sure I want to anymore, because knowing that Zani is going to be coming in the next 2 patches, within the next 2 patches roughly, and she's probably going to be a Spectro character, and she's probably going to replace Spectro Rover in a Phoebe team, and then Phoebe will probably be a support or sub DPS for Zani, or Zani for Phoebe, one or the other. I reckon that's definitely going to be the case. Probably not going to use Spectro Rover again. There is a chance I might, just for more Spectro stacks, and maybe I could put Rejuvenating Glow on Rover instead. If I swap out Verina and put in Zani, maybe that could be a play, but we don't know yet when Zani's even coming out or what she's going to do. But so I'm very hesitant to use any more materials on Spectro Rover now until I know in the future if she's going to be completely replaced in my Phoebe teams, or I'm going to have to just change maybe completely what I'm going to do. So, but I built her up a little bit. She's built up enough to survive a couple of the hits from a boss and have a bit of energy regen and just like, yeah, do some buffs for Phoebe. Carlotta is another big one. I rolled I rolled a pretty damn good forecast on stream the other night, my very first stream. At the very end of the stream, I was doing some basic farming before I logged off, and I rolled a really good forecast. So I have a 74 over 304 Carlotta, and I'm just like, delicious. Like, this is good shit. Like, I am really happy with where this is. Nearly 2100 attack. She's finally got a little bit of energy regen as well. She's got her weapon. And she's at 889. I will get her to 10, 10, 10 as well, the same as Phoebe. And then the other things I'll leave at 6, 6. Again, it's just, I just need the boss materials. Just don't have them. There's only so many boss materials per week. But I rolled this on stream. This is fucking nuts. It's got a terribly low crit rate and crit damage, but the fact that it's got double crit and energy regen and skill damage, it's like, who cares? This is the first crit rate that I've ever rolled that's not awful, so I will take it. This one's pretty good. Double crit, skill damage, flat attack, double crit, skill damage, double crit, double attack, double crit, skill damage, flat attack. I have replaced a few pieces from last month when I showed off my Carlotta because I thought that Resonance Liberation was part of her kit, and I forgot that it's actually all skill damage. So thank you for reminding me, because I have replaced a couple of the pieces now that I've got a couple of small upgrades. So she is better than she was last month, but she's not only got the really high crit ratios, right? And once I get Shorekeeper, obviously she'll have like, what, 86 crit rate to like 329 crit damage, which is going to be pretty damn awesome. She's also got 48% skill damage, which is like fucking amazing. That's basically because, as I just showed you, she's basically got skill damage, skill damage, skill damage. That doesn't have skill damage, but it's double crit, double attack, skill damage. I've rolled skill damage on 4 out of 5 pieces. That's ridiculous. So like when I get a really good buffer like Shorekeeper and I put her in a team and I really buff her up properly, I can't wait to see what eventually my damage with my Carlotta can do, because she's very well built. If I never get a better piece for Carlotta, that's more than fine. And it's even better because I also got, instead of having 1 attack, 1 Glacio, I now have 2 Glacio, 3 cost. So that's really nice. And apart from that, my Changli's actually gotten worse somehow. I know this is going to be really funny. But my Changli has gotten worse because I've upped her crit rate, but it took away all of her crit damage. And she already had no crit damage. Now she's got like no crit damage. So she's still very weak. I haven't touched her once since last month. I do balance between farming the Infernal Rider and then the, whatever this is, the 4-cost, the Phantom, the Sentry Construct. I was doing that every day, trying to get just a better 4-cost for Changli. Still haven't got one, unfortunately. This is the best I've got. So she hasn't been touched since last month. I will upgrade her more as the days come, because her weapon, her rerun's coming and her weapon, so that'll be great. But yeah, and we'll see how we go. I just haven't touched her in the last month, so that's really unfortunate. And she's 999, so I'll get her to 10, 10, 10 as well. So again, it just boss materials are just so few and far between for a new player. So although I can barely call myself a new player. It's been like 60 days now. That's 2 months. Like it's a new player, but like I'm starting to get out of the realm of new player. And if you look at my Phoebe and Carlotta builds, I don't know if you classify that as a new player build anymore. So I can only use that so much more going forward. But yeah, apart from that, no other characters in my account have been touched since last month. No other characters have been built. Haven't had really any other summons or anything like that. And yeah, so they're all the characters. Union level 63, so that's slowly getting up there as well. I can put people to level 90, so that's fantastic. As for summons as well, as I said, I summoned for Phoebe, so I don't have many pulls left because I did have to go to 72 for Phoebe. I have currently 59 limited pulls, which is just below, yeah, 51 here, and then I've got 8 in the chamber. So that's like, I've got just below 60 pulls, which is not quite enough to guarantee Changli's weapon if she costs me another hard pity, or close to pity anyway, but I should have enough if I finish a lot of the events and login bonuses and stuff like that in the next 3-4 days, so that should be fine. I'll get up to it. Hopefully it doesn't cost the full like 70 odd pulls, because I would like to have a couple of multis before Cantarella and maybe Shorekeeper come if she gets a rerun. Like, goddamn, but it's really looking like I'm gonna have to spend some serious money in 2.2, which I haven't spent money in this game yet in the 2 months that I've played, apart from the monthly stuff, so I'm fine with that, because I've still got all the top-up bonuses because I haven't touched them yet once, so I'm fine with spending money once here and there, that's fine. But other than that, this has gone up. I only had 13 standard pulls extra last month. Now I've got 48, so I'm getting... like, I've got a lot. I've definitely got more than a 5-star. Again, I'm still waiting on a situation where I want the Cosmic Ripples, or I want the gun, or I want maybe another sword. I don't know, but right now I just don't need another 5-star standard weapon, so I'm just holding off until I absolutely need to. If you're in a situation similar to mine, I do suggest just hold off. Don't spend it on a weapon unless you absolutely need a 5-star weapon for something very specific. Like, the gun's amazing, but I don't have anyone for the gun. Cosmic Ripples is amazing, but like, I don't know if I'd put that on Verina over the current 4-star free weapon that I can use, which has like energy regen and stuff. So And Emerald of Genesis is going to go on Rover when I get Changli's weapon, because she's the only other sword user I have. So I did discuss last month. Thank you for telling me all the Battle Pass weapons, because I was like, where the hell are the Battle Pass weapons? They're in my inventory. So I haven't used any of them because I have no need for them again. And they don't look all that appealing. I'll be dead honest. Like, this is crit rate and this is crit rate. So I guess if I ever need a crit rate 4-star, I can use some of the Battle Pass stuff. But again, they're just sitting in my inventory. As far as guidebook stuff goes, what are we up to in a guidebook? So I finished off this. I remember I had some milestone stuff I hadn't finished off, so I finished off all that. That's really easy stuff anyway. I just never did it. Tactical holograms are the only one I have even attempted really is still the Fallacy of No Return, which I made a video on that weeks ago, which I'm glad you guys did enjoy. That was fun to make. I will make another one. And yeah, the other ones I've only done like 3s and 2s out of 6s, and some of them I haven't even I've barely even tried. So my Phoebe and my Carlotta are so strong now that I can basically just one tap the 3 out of 6s. So, and anything above that is not that much of a challenge. So I would like to do Sentry Construct. Maybe now that I have Phoebe, I have a character, because a lot of people in that video were just like, yeah, you can't really do Sentry if you only have Carlotta and a really crappy Changli. Because it's got like ice or glacier resistance. So, and Hecate, fuck this thing. I faced it in the weekly mode because for some reason, Kuro Games is like, hey, this new weekly mode that's like kind of fun, but it kind of isn't, and it needs a bit of work to be honest. Let's put Hecate as the final boss, and it washed me twice in a row. Even with all the buffs I had, I got killed super quickly because I've never faced the boss, and it's super hard. It's super awesome, but fuck, I thought this was supposed to be a casual game mode, and it's kicking my ass. So I hope the boss next week, in 2 hours, but I hope the boss next week is a little better, because Hecate was ridiculous. As for events, while we're on the event page, I haven't started this. One thing I will say is I'm really happy that Kuro puts exactly how many Astrite you're going to get from every event on the front page. So it's like, if I do this and get all the rewards, that's 600. I do this, that's 400. I do this, that's 1200. You know, it's like, it tells you exactly, apart from this, it tells you exactly what you're going to get. I actually really appreciate that. So I know in advance, if I just knock out an event, I know exactly how much currency I'm getting. Whimpering Waste, I still haven't tried. I will get to it. Like I said before, probably make a follow-up video or something like that on Whimpering Waste. Apparently Changli's supposed to be actually half decent for that, because she's a quick swap and she's got lots of AoE and she does lots of damage and stuff like that to AoE. And so I'm curious, but I want to build up my Changli a little bit more. But I could try just still a quick swap character team with Carlotta or just the Phoebe team, but I will get there. And yeah, just let me know how you feel about Fantasies of the Thousand Gateways. I like the premise because I like Simulated Universe and Honkai Star Rail and Hollow Zero and Zenless Zone Zero. But eventually it does get kind of boring and repetitive. And I feel like this doesn't feel as polished as I would like it to be. So hopefully they take some feedback that people put in and just make it a little bit better. And some of the buffs just, I wasn't reading half the buffs because it got so boring, which is then my fault that I probably died. Phoebe's only got 3 days left, so hopefully the people that wanted Phoebe got her. If not, hopefully you get Brant when he comes out in a few more days. Obviously I can't go for Brant anymore. You see how many pulls I went for Phoebe's weapon instead, and I'm going for Changli's weapon. So realistically, the only way for me to have gotten Brant was to ignore both Phoebe and Changli's weapon. Phoebe's I definitely could have, I could have, but I love her so much and she's so much fun. And Changli's my favorite character, so it doesn't matter how good or bad the weapon is. She's my favorite character. I'm going to at least get her weapon. So, and I realized that after I made the Brant video last week or the week before. I did not do my math correctly. I can't afford to get Brant. And I'm actually kind of glad in a way, because I just don't have the physical resources to build him, whether it's echoes, whether it's pre-farming, his like materials, drops, whatever he needs. I don't have any spare time and I don't have the resources to get them. So I'm glad I've been able to just dedicate the full 3 weeks to building up Phoebe and Carlotta, because their domain thing had the same echoes. They both have their same echo sets in the same domain. So I'm kind of glad, and then I can move on to the next couple of weeks building up Changli as well, because I just don't have time to build up Brant, but I really do want and did want Brant. Yeah, but I'll talk about that in a different video, in a Brant video maybe. So Tactical Hologram, I haven't touched since. I got to 24 out of 30 stars. So I am semi-proud of this, kind of, but let's be honest, a Phoebe with those stats and a Spectro Rover team and a Carlotta with those stats with even a crappy Changli team, it's not hard to clear both the left and the right. Although the left I actually struggled with a little bit. I struggled getting under the time, which, you know what, I think I did record this, so I will put in the clips now. Yeah, so that was not fun. But I eventually got down. I got down like the patterns and the rotations a little bit better, so I could actually defeat the mech abomination under, like, what is it, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is. So, but yeah, so I managed to, yeah, do the left and the right, which is great. And then I just used Verina on both the level 4 stage, whatever it is. Scar wasn't so bad actually. Once I put Verina in, I actually had some healing, so that was nice. And there's no way for me to do this. I probably can physically do it with the teams, but I do not have the vigor cost enabled. Like, I do not have anyone with cost. I need at least 1 or 2 more characters built up to put on the left and the right, so that way I can actually put my Carlotta and Phoebe team in the middle. So, but I'll get there eventually. One thing I did realize though is, if you're like me, don't worry about the rewards. It's literally 100 astrite for the whole middle stage. 100 astrite, and this is what, once per month now, basically, because you've got I think the Whimpering Waste every 2 weeks, and this is the every other 2 weeks. So I think it's once a month. I think so, something like that. Or so it's like, are we talking every few weeks to a month? If I can't clear the middle tower, I'm not even getting a single summon out of this, because you need 160 astrite, and it's 100. So like, that's like equivalent of like just over a month and a half of tower adversity for an extra single summon. That doesn't sound like a good deal. Now, I will obviously complete tower adversity when I can, when I get more characters and I have more characters built. I like doing the end games. I like being able to test my characters, but right now, I'm not fussed. I've already missed 7 or 8 months of playing this game because I didn't start until 2.0. So I'm not really fussed about 100 astrite. That's not really a big deal. Apart from that, what else is there? So we've gone over my levels raised, my characters, my summons, some of the events, the end game, what I have and haven't done. Battle pass weapons are in the inventory, the different limited pools that I've got, standard pools. The only other thing really, I guess, would be map completion. Let's take a look at switch map to Renacita. So basically all the Renacita maps are at 100%, which isn't particularly hard to do. I've got a couple of small collectibles because you can get 100% without actually all the little cube collectible things. So that's fine. As for the extra, I haven't touched the Ricoli Islands yet. I've barely touched it. It's really fun though. I love the fishing event and I'm loving going. So I still haven't got up to the whole playing as Brant thing. He's out in a couple of days and I still haven't done the story to even play the trial version or like the tutorial, whatever it is. So I've still got a lot to do. And also the other underground map for Renacita, which was the Alvarado Vault. No, what was it? The Vault Underground. Yeah, I haven't touched this at all. I did the story with Zani and Phoebe, and then I haven't gone back. So I've still got a lot of work to do in the map. So there's a lot more pools there as well. If I had just some more free time to just sit down and just concentrate, I could get a lot more pools there. And I don't think I've really touched these maps at all since last month. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I think I did a little bit more of the Highlands and the Barrens a little bit more because I was mucking around. But apart from that, I haven't touched them. So that's pretty much been my month in Wuthering Waves. I think that's about everything I wanted to cover. Map completions, Renacita stuff, milestones, tactical holograms, I've only done the fallacy, Tower of Adversity, yeah. And that's probably it. I think this is going to be another really long video. I somehow managed to stretch this out much longer than I anticipated. As of recording, we still don't have any official information on Zani because Cantarella was released. It got drip marketed for 2.2 instead. So now it's Cantarella. So it's like, oh my God. Brant, again, I'll make maybe a casual before you summons video for Brant in the next couple of days, hopefully as well. Changli weapons up next, like I mentioned. So I'm very excited about that because she's my favorite character. I don't care how crap the weapon is. She's amazing and she deserves at least the weapon. Cantarella threw all my plans into the ocean as well because, like, I don't know what to do next patch, especially if Shorekeeper runs. Oh my god. And yeah, so I think that's about it. So let me know in the comment section down below. What have you accomplished? Have you done all the events? Have you done all the maps? What have you summoned? What are you saving for? Have your plans changed in the last 30 days? It doesn't feel like it's been 30 days. Yes, it will be a fine day, my beautiful baby. It doesn't feel like it's been 30 days, but it's been 30 days pretty much, 3-4 weeks since I've made that last video. So, yeah. And yeah, there'll be more videos soon. I just got to find time to do stuff. And I've been setting up the Discord and setting up the streaming stuff, and it's been going awfully wrong and wasting my time, and everything's breaking and all my settings are wrong, and I hate everything, but it's fine. We're getting there slowly. The channel is slowly coming together and becoming a bit more professional, and the quality will hopefully get better, and I'm so tired. Anyway, it's only 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I will leave the video there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Yap Fest nonetheless. Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic rest of the day as always. Remember, you can follow me over on Twitter at TXB_gaming to keep up to date with everything in between videos. Join the Discord so I can chat to you there. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. So thank you very much for watching and or listening. And as always, my name is Zeno. And you guys take care.